Hello, beautiful, and thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I am having kind of an off day and feeling super ungrounded, so I wanted to jump into a root practice to really bring my consciousness, which has been like out here, like down into my body. And I figured that maybe there are others out there who are feeling the same, who would enjoy this practice, and I would enjoy sharing it. So I'm so excited you're here. Let's get into our bodies together. This is a framework of my energy alchemy classes, which I teach in person and also intend to be offering from time to time over Zoom. So this is also sort of a sneak peek of the kind of work that we're doing in those classes, although each class is unique and follows its own flow. That said, this is sort of an idea of the types of practices that we get to share in together during those classes. So thank you for being here, and we will dive in. So the first thing we always do in our energy alchemy classes is just drop into our hearts and feel what's alive. So I'm going to invite you, because normally in the classes we're having like a sharing space where we get to have community discussion and open our hearts and share, which obviously as you're watching a recording of a video, you're not going to be able to have the space to do so. So I'm inviting you to grab a journal. You can pause this video if you need to go grab one, so that you can write down your experience, where you're at when we're starting, where you're at when we're finishing, so you sort of get the medicine transcribed so that you can continue to feel into it after the class is over. So once you have your journal, let's just go ahead and take a moment dropping into our hearts. So closing your eyes, dropping into your breath. Allowing your consciousness to begin to trickle down into your heart space. And just feeling what's alive in your heart in this moment. Could be anger, could be boredom, it could be any feeling in the world, really. But just drop in and see what truly feels authentically aligned and alive for you within your heart space in this moment. For me, the word that comes up is agitated. There's a sense of an agitation, almost like a caged-in feeling that I can feel in my heart in this moment. So we're just going to take a moment and sit with that feeling, and whatever it is, feel free to share in the comments, and then also feel free to journal down where you're starting out within your heart space today. And then just take a few minutes breathing into that feeling, just really allowing yourself to get present with where you're at without judgment, without needing it to shift or be anything different than what it is, just allowing yourself to be where you are. And now what we're going to do, just to begin getting into our bodies, because as we're moving into a posture of rootedness today, we are coming to our bottom chakra, which is at the base of the spine, the perineum. So we really want to be bringing our consciousness like all the way down, rooted into our bodies, and then rooted into the earth. So the first thing I'm going to invite you to do in this moment is to stand up and just take a moment to shake. Allow yourself to bring your whole body into a shake, leaving no part unshaken. Just allowing yourself to really start to bring some energy into your body, start to bring some consciousness into your body. Any sounds that want to come out of you as you exhale, that toning is a great way to start to bring things in as well. And just shaking for another few moments here. And then beginning to slow it down. Slow. And then coming into stillness here. And just feeling, am I in my body right now? Or is my consciousness out here? Just bringing an awareness to that as we drop into our next piece of this practice, which we're going to be doing root breathing for 5 minutes together, which is a lovely breath that my mentor, Ahamna, taught me years ago. And basically what we're going to be doing is imagining that we can breathe in through our root. And as we breathe in, we're imagining energies pulling up from the earth into our root at the base of the spine, at our perineum. And the breath is beginning to expand through the belly. But we really don't want the breath to come like any higher than the solar plexus. We don't want this breath to come into the heart space. So we're on the inhale, breathing in quite deeply into our bellies, allowing it to expand, and then exhale, allowing the belly to contract and allowing the root to close. So we're imagining like this opening and closing, opening and closing. So let's drop in. We're going to sit in this breath for 5 minutes. So I'm going to be silent for most of that time and just allow us to breathe together. So inviting you to sit on the floor if that feels aligned for you. As we're grounding, we want to be connecting with the earth. I'm sitting in a chair. You can definitely sit in a chair, but wherever you're comfortable, the ground, I would say, is ideal. So allowing your eyes to close down and allowing yourself to begin breathing in through that root slowly, allowing the belly to fill with more breath until your entire belly is full, until you feel full, and then allowing that breath to begin to contract down, emptying the belly, exhaling down through the root and allowing it to close gently. You can feel those muscles sort of contract at the base of the exhale, and then inhaling, allowing the root to blossom open as you once again begin to fill up through your belly, and then contracting as you exhale, emptying out the root and closing down. So we're going to be in this practice for like 4 more minutes together. I'm going to be silent during that time and allow you to just be with your own rhythm of the breath here. Remembering that we don't want to bring this breath into our heart space because that can be agitating. So just allowing it to be a lower torso belly breath that enters through your root. Allowing to be this breath to be slow and rhythmic. We're going to keep going for like 2 more minutes here. So allowing that root to really blossom open with the breath. Allowing your full presence to be with the breath for 1 more minute here. Like a wave moving through your abdomen, cresting and falling. Allowing yourself to take one final deep root breath. And at the bottom of that exhale, allowing your breath to return to its normal rhythm, however feels comfortable for you. And we're going to chant own, like OWN. It's going to be that type of a word, like own, which is a frequency that correlates with our root center and the first dimension of existence. So taking a breath in, we're going to chant own 12 times together, exhaling to prepare yourself, and then filling up as we prepare to chant Om. Allowing the sound to be deep and resonant, coming from that root center. Breathing in. Feeling it vibrate through you. Feeling that root open. 2 more times. And then just allowing yourself to return to the breath and feel the effects of that toning in your body. Feel the way the vibrations of your vocal cords and the different levels from which you tone something start to impact your body. Feeling that low tone deep within your root. And now we're going to move into the chi massage, which is a daily practice of mine that allows us to start moving any stagnant chi in the body so that we're not feeling stuck. So you can do this standing, you can do this seated. I'm going to do it seated for the sake of being on camera here, but do what feels aligned for you. So we're going to start by inhaling our hands above our heads. And bringing them down, rubbing the palms together, starting to activate the chakras in your palms. Wake the hands up so they can massage lovingly through your body. Pulling up and down. One more time like that. Breathing in and out. Rubbing between the fingers, the palms. And we're going to bring our hands and start massaging through the scalp. Working your way through your whole scalp. Allowing your hands to be extensions of your heart, offering love to your body as we move through. Do some tapping. Just remember, we're waking things up. We're getting stuff moving. I like to always kind of flick off the back of my head. Moving into your face. Allowing yourself to massage through your whole face and tap, especially through your jaw. We get a lot of energy that gets stuck in our jaws, so bringing that massage through there. Allowing your entire face to receive some love through your healing touch. I always like to bring my fingertips to my forehead and pull through my temples a couple times. Get through my hairline. All the way back into the ears. Lots of meridian points that have endings in the ears, so lovely place to bring some massage to get chi flowing down through into your throat, and your neck, and your shoulders. Whoops, knock my crystal off. Just take that off. Starting to bring cupped hands, tapping through your chest, tapping your shoulders and your sides. Down your back. Whew. Remembering to breathe while you're doing this. And then bringing your hands down and pulling them up through the center and around your chest, around your breasts. The only contraindication being here if you're menstruating, because we're building energy. We don't want to be building that energy or pulling it up from the womb and moving around the breasts. And bringing massage into the center of your chest, your heart space, your high heart. And then we're going to push down the top of the arm and up the bottom and around. I'm going to do that a few times, breathing out, in, we're doing here is we're working through our entire meridian system, switching sides. Our meridians run throughout our entire body and they move energy. So giving yourself this daily practice of really moving the energy is such a blessing to the body, to really offer yourself some love. And what we're going to do here is come into this point right where your rib cage goes. So there's a point right in between, and we're going to offer a little circular massage with our fingertips into that point. And it might be really tight or kind of almost painful, which means there's a lot of energy that gets stuck in this point if you haven't massaged it. So just be aware and don't be put off if you feel that. And we're going to start to massage down through the left side of our abdomen, massaging through our intestines here, along the bottom of your belly, back up the right side to that top point, and down into the belly button. And then we're just going to do a full organ massage because our organs need a little love. Remember, our hands are just extensions of our heart, offering love to our bodies. And then bringing that into your back for a moment as well. Offering a little love everywhere. And then what we're going to do, just bring those tapping hands again. We're going to tap through the legs, up the bottoms and the back. Do that a couple times. And then, like we did with our arms, we're going to push through and pull up. Push, pull, moving energy through those meridians, offering love to our beautiful bodies. We'll switch through and do that same thing on the other side. Times with our hands tapping and then pushing, breathing. And then the last piece of this chi massage is to massage through our feet. So literally, let's see if I can get my foot in here, but we're just literally massaging through our feet, like getting in between our toes, getting the center point in there. I'm just going to put up so you can see my face because we don't need to see my feet, but really offering some love to your feet who carry us around our whole lives and who are often neglected and really love to receive some love. There's times when I spend 20 minutes just massaging my feet in this practice because so many meridians terminate in our feet, and the reflexology of our feet corresponds with our entire bodies. So offering some love here really has effect throughout the whole body. And then we're going to just do the other foot as well. Same thing. Breathing, massaging through the toes, every little part of your feet, receiving some love here. Okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to begin to let go of all that energy. And we're going to start to come into this rubbing of the hands again. And remembering the hands as this extension of the heart, as we bring some heat and intention that we're going to be offering some love to our root. Just rubbing through your hands and then bringing them. I would bring one to like the tailbone, one to below your perineum. This might not be a place that you're like often touching, just reverently and with love and presence. So just allowing yourself to breathe in that love of your heart into your root, allowing that root to receive the blessing of your presence and your love. And you need to bringing your hands back and putting a little bit more activating love. You can even rub through your heart a bit and bring it back to the hands. Pull it through, whatever feels good. Here, just trust that. And then bringing it back down and offering some more love to your roots. All the love, all the love, all the love. Breathing, receiving. One more time, just bringing your heart's love into your hands. And then presencing that love in your root chakra. Just feeling how good it feels to receive, 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 receive your own love. Okay, so what we're going to do now is move into a yogic squat, which is a great position to sort of start anchoring our energy into the earth, because at this point, you're probably feeling a lot more present in your body. I was going to say you should be, but there's no should here. And if you're not, there's nothing wrong. But that's ideally what we want, is to be feeling ourselves more in our bodies with the work that we're doing. And now we're going to start actually anchoring ourselves into the earth, rooting into this planet that is our home. So to do a yogic squat, just let me get my chair out of the way here. What we're going to do, see if I can do this. Yeah, you should be able to see me. Is put our feet a little wider than hip distance apart and then drop down into this position. And I like to bring my hands into prayer and sort of push my knees apart with my elbows and just be in the squat position. And we're just going to breathe here for a few rounds, allowing every exhale to start to send a cord of energy from your physical body down through your root, as well as the bottoms of your feet, and into the earth. So starting to feel your energy field opening to be held by the earth's energy field. Her nurturing, loving, enveloping embrace. If it helps you to visualize, you can literally see roots growing down through you, and we're going to work on this visualization more in a moment here. Said before we do, what we're going to do is then we're going to take our hands like little scoops, and we're going to imagine that we're scooping up energy from the earth, pulling it up through our root. And now, here, let me just do this. You can see what I'm doing. Pulling it up through the centers of our body, and then exhaling around. We're going to do 10 of these. So squatting down and pulling up. Feeling that earth chi begin to move through your body and through your auric field. It's one of my favorite Qigong practices, which I do every morning. One more. Allowing your hands to fall gently at your sides. And what we're going to do now is take a few steps up and down, and feeling with every step that your feet start to grow heavier. Feeling them as they start to anchor onto the earth, onto the ground where you're standing. Feeling them become heavy, feeling your legs become heavy, feeling your root start to become magnetized, dropping into a little bounce. I love to make sounds whenever I'm doing anything. It really helps me to release and to get into this body. And what we're going to do here is start to visualize ourselves as a tree. So the first thing a tree has before any branches rising into the sky are roots growing into the earth. And that's what we're doing here, is growing our own roots, allowing our feet, a visualization of like a network of roots to grow out through the bottoms of our feet, and allowing our roots, our root chakra, to literally drop anchor into the earth, and to feel that system of roots spreading out, moving down through the layers of soil and rock, the underground water, receiving and nourishing and offering nutrients to your roots, the earth mothering you. Just feeling yourself heavy here, feeling yourself anchored. You're like a tree here, right? So there might be whatever storms and crazy winds of life, and your branches and your leaves might be being blown all around, but your roots are solid. Your roots are here, anchored into this earth. And then allow yourself to just take a step, one heavy, solid step. Feel that root go in, because we're humans, so we're never just standing still. We want our rootedness to be able to come with us. So allow yourself to just come into like a slow, very downward energy pulling, very heavy walk around your space. With each step, seeing those roots growing out of your feet, feeling that, visualizing that, however you perceive that. Not taking another step until you really feel that rootedness. Feeling yourself heavy and low. There's a primalness that comes with the root chakra. It is our first center, so it's our survival. It's having our basic needs met. So allow yourself to kind of feel that primalness. And feeling that energy from the earth that gets to, as you step in this way, rise up through your feet, rise up through your root, and anchor into your dantian, which is this area right below your belly button, where energy is stored in the body at our sacral center. So this energy gets to come up and root into here and fill us with this life force that we get to then bring forth into whatever it is that we're going to be doing the rest of our day following this practice. So just feeling that you can come back into this place of stillness when you've had your little rooted tree walk, and visualize yourself again as that tree, soaking up nutrients through your roots into your dantian and into all of your systems, allowing those branches to bloom and flourish with all of the life that you pull into your body. And just taking another moment there, and when you're ready, pulling that rootedness down into a seated position once more. We're just going to move into a short meditative space together as we connect with the voice of our roots. So allowing yourself to get comfortable. We won't be here for a very long time. That said, get yourself in a position that feels good in your body. Bring your focus down into that root, which should be feeling pretty activated by now. Again, I'm saying should be, which I don't ever want to say should. It's likely that you're feeling some good activation in your root chakra now. Might feel really delightful, might be a sense of pain. Whatever's there, we're going to explore that now from a place of love and non-judgment. So with your breath, bringing your energy, your consciousness, your awareness all the way down into that root center. And as you breathe into that center, just feeling what's alive here. Great little practices just to start to describe any sensation that you're perceiving at all. I feel tingling. There is a slight pulsation. I feel like a soft swirling that's happening here. Whatever you're feeling, it feels hard and I don't feel super connected here. Could be I'm feeling a sharp pain emanating from this space. I'm feeling a sort of like burning sensation. Whatever you're feeling, just start to sort of name what's here to yourself. Without judgment, again, with no expectation to change what you're feeling, just to really anchor in awareness and presence to what is. And what we want to do is open a dialogue with our roots, which, if you've never done this practice, might sound somewhat absurd, like open a dialogue, I can have a conversation with my root. That said, every organ, every system, every part of ourselves has consciousness, is consciousness. And so every part of us can therefore communicate in some capacity. It might not be a voice communicating with you. It might be a guttural sound. It might be images that flash before your eyes. It might just be a knowing that you receive. We all communicate with our parts in different ways, and so I can't tell you how you're going to communicate. That said, just be aware of anything that arises then as you say to your root, hello, hi, root. Maybe it's been a long time since I've consciously connected with you. Maybe I've never. Maybe this is the first time. Hi, I'm here. I would love to open up communication with you. Thank you for receiving me here. Noting any colors that arise, any words or images that pop in your head. What is a root that you would have me know in this moment? What message do you have for me? And then just allowing yourself to receive without judgment. Maybe your root's really happy that you're connecting. Maybe your root's feeling really full of sludge and like, ugh, I need you to do this for me to feel better. Maybe there's anger here, sadness, rage, regret, ecstasy. Just keeping your consciousness, your awareness with this root and receiving whatever desires to come through here. We're going to stay here for 2 more minutes. Just allow yourself to receive whatsoever wants to come through. To feel whatever is alive here with love and tenderness. To offer the benediction of your love to this root center. Has the feeling tone shifted as you sat with your root? Do you feel opening, constriction? Pain, pleasure, fear? This is a very instinctual center, a place where fear often lives in our bodies. Let the fear be received without being afraid of the fear. Just with a loving presence. Sitting here for a few more moments. Really just gifting your root with your loving presence. Allowing yourself to receive yourself. And when you're ready, dropping back into that root breath that we started the practice with. Just allowing what's here to start to open as your breath fills the belly. As you exhale, allowing the belly to empty and your root to constrict at the bottom of the exhale ever so gently. Opening, breathing in, filling up, exhaling, emptying, bringing in that slight closure. We'll just be in this breath for another minute here. Before we drop into the final posture of our time together today. Really feeling your belly rather than your chest expanding as you breathe. And at the bottom of your next exhale, allowing yourself to drop this breathing as we come into Shavasana. So I'm going to do my best to guide you and have you hear me, but also show you what I'm talking about. So hopefully you're going to be able to hear me here. If you've done yoga, Shavasana is always how we end the yoga practice, to really just soak in the nutrients of all of the work that was done. So you're going to come to a lying position all the way down, arms at your sides. Let me just speak and then go into our actual Shavasana, but just allowing everything to release, allowing yourself to soften into the floor, allow yourself to be held, to feel the floor rising up to meet you as your body descends down to meet the floor, letting everything go. There is no trying in Shavasana. There is nothing to do, simply the receiving of your nutrients. I will lay this way. Be easier to see what I'm doing. So just the full release, and we'll just spend a couple of minutes here breathing, allowing ourselves to receive. Where can you surrender? Staying here for one more minute. Softening into any tension. Your jaw, your forehead, your shoulders, calves. Allowing the earth to hold you. And then as you're ready, starting to bring some movement back into the body, moving the fingers and the toes, maybe stretching the arms overhead, coming onto your side and coming slowly back into a seated position. There's no rush. You can stay down low. I'm just going to come here for ease of hearing me, making sure that you can all hear what's being offered here. Yes, so hopefully you are feeling peace and a sensation of presence within your body after this practice. My root is feeling super activated and alive, and I'm praying that you are too. That said, whatever you're feeling is absolutely beautiful and perfect for you in this moment. And at this point in the energy alchemy classes, what we'd be doing is coming together in community circle, sharing and reflecting on our experiences as a group together. And because we're not in a place to do so here in this recording, the invitation is to grab that journal and to journal down anything you want to note about your experience. How are you feeling now versus how you were feeling at the beginning? What is it like to be rooted in your body? What do you want to commit to bring this rootedness into your body in a more consistent way? Whatever feels alive for you to flow about in your conscious writing, go ahead and give your space to do that. Even just a couple lines is useful to jot down and really bring an awareness. And with that, I offer you my gratitude for being here, for receiving me and activating yourself through this practice. Thank you for offering yourself, your body, the love that it deserves, he, she deserves, and sending many, many blessings your way, hoping that you have a day that is filled with peace, connection, presence, and love, and hoping to connect again soon. Have a wonderful day.